flip over. Alright, so this is area and circumference of a circle. Notes, this is part 2. We're doing circumference of a circle and arc length of a circle today. So we already took care of area and area of a sector. You switch your mind over. Now we're doing circumference of a circle and arc length. Formula for circumference of a circle. I'm going to give you 2 of them. We're going to use the first one. I'm going to explain why we use the first one and not the second one. C equals pi times diameter. Or you could use C equals 2 pi r. A lot of times when they write it out, they'll show it to you like this more often, 2 pi r. I don't write it that way because a lot of times y'all confuse this formula, circumference of a circle, with the area of a circle formula. Area of a circle formula is kind of close to it. It's just pi r squared instead of circumference, which would be 2 pi r. So to avoid that confusion with y'all, I make y'all use this one. I use the one pi times diameter. They both mean the same thing. And if you understand what the diameter is, you understand why that other second formula is written like it is. One is written based on you having a diameter. One is written based on you having a radius. Like for example, if I had the radius to get diameter, what would I have to do? Multiply by what? If I had the radius to get the diameter, what would I have to multiply by? I multiply by half. 2. Shh. That's why there's a 2 in here with this pi r. It's basically multiplying that radius times 2 for you so you can get diameter in here on the second formula. But that's something you can do in your head, so you might as well just use the first one. You can do the radius part on your own. You don't need that formula to do it for you. So just use the first formula, pi times diameter. Alright. So circumference. Let's solve for circumference, but let's talk about what circumference is first. Because some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all do, which is good. Area yesterday was finding a space inside the figure. Circumference is finding this length around. We call this circumference and not perimeter because this is not a polygon. If you think about it on the triangles, the rectangles, squares, pentagons, all that, when we find the length around those, we call that perimeter, yes? Well, a circle don't have no sides, so we can't find a perimeter. We can find the circumference of a circle, though. You feel me? Same thing. Different kind, concept a little bit different. Alright. So number 7, we want to find the circumference of the circle. To find circumference, the formula is C equals pi times diameter. So C equals 3.14 times Reese. What am I multiplying by? Oh, Jesus.
7.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamal. 14. I'm sure half of y'all know. The other half don't know. Y'all better figure it out. Y'all should know why we're using 14 and not 7. Diameter?
I mean diameter, yeah.
They gave us the radius. The formula says diameter. Yeah. Don't overcomplicate this. Oh. That's why you about to be in the rough then.
Is it because
what we got? And here, since we're not doing area, we're just finding the length around the figure. Our units are just in regular units. It's just going to be whatever it is, millimeters. This isn't squared. It's just regular millimeters. Or whatever units you're in. This is not area, so we're not putting square. Number 8. C equals pi times diameter. C equals 3.14 times what, Chris? You gonna go with what he said? 10.2. You need to see that in the calculator, but that's what you should get if you round correctly. We're going to the hundreds. Make sure you put that in the calculator though, champ, so you can see it for yourself. Alright, so that's regular circumference. Finding the length around the circle. Next thing I'm going to show you is arc length. Arc length is you finding the length of part of the circle, a piece, a portion. You don't want to know the length of the full circle, you just want to know the length of this portion right here, from here to here. This is you finding the arc length. Similar to what we did yesterday, a little bit different though. Yesterday we did our fraction times the area, pi squared. Today we're going to do our fraction times the circumference. So arc length formula, lowercase l equals x over 360 times c. C is my circumference. I just want to write it as c first, then I'm going to rewrite it. L equals x over 360 times pi times diameter, which represents the circumference. Alright. Down here at the bottom, find each arc length round to the nearest hundredths. Number 9. It says EB equals 15 centimeters. Find the length of arc CD. First thing we need to do, find our arc. And I usually, you can either highlight it or you could bold this, show what arc you're trying to find. If you got a pen or a pencil, so I used to just scribble over it, just to show that's what I'm finding in this arc right here. Just bold it somehow. But we want to find arc CD. That being said, we need to know the measure of that arc, or that angle, central angle, or that arc. They're both the same. Anybody go and tell me how we find that arc? Not too dissimilar from what we did in the warm-up. Champ, you should know. No. We can't do that until we get an angle. No. No. No, we're not doing that first, no. No. Thank you. Inside the circle here, you should see there's a line being formed right here, and that means that these two angles right there are supplementary. So 68 minus 180 will give me this other angle on the other side, which is what? 112. Thank you. Angle is 112. That means his arc is 112 too. Then from there, now that I have my arc, I can do my arc length formula. Other thing I need to make sure, for arc length, we need radius or diameter? Diameter. They said EB equals 15. EB is what? EB is the radius, so what's the diameter going to be? Diameter should be 30. Make sure you understand that before you start. Oh my God, why you should come to school, bud?
The diameter is basically 2.
Yeah. So you multiply by 2 to both sides.
Which is the diameter.
This is all in the notes yesterday one. Read the top part that you wrote down there. Read that up there. To the right. That stuff you wrote out to the right. Read that. Read it. You see what it say? You process that at all? Okay. We rolling. Come to school. I'm just bothering you, man. Alright, arc length equals x over 360. Write it out every time. I saw a lot of y'all making mistakes yesterday because y'all wasn't writing the formula out each time. Write the formula out each time. You ain't that good. That way you can just plug in numbers. You know you ain't. 112 over 360 times 3.14 times our diameter, which was 30. For those who weren't here yesterday, like 1, you should divide the fraction first. 112 divided by 360. Then multiply everything. One more time. Ooh, attitude.
No attitude.
Make sure you see this number in your calculator. Hopefully Faith rounded right. I'm assuming she did. She got 31. Alright, we should be good. That's the easy one. Let's move on. Numero 10. If NR is 8 feet, find the length of arc NMP. So NR is 8. That's my radius or my diameter? Radius. So what's my diameter? 16. Other thing, they want me to find the length of arc NMP. I'm going to mark that full arc for you. Follow the letters. Start at N, go through M, come all the way around to P. Like I said, if you're using a pen, just bold over that part. This is the arc they want me to find the length of. Before we can find the length of that arc, we need to know the actual measure of that full arc. Let's see, you with me? I don't know. Man lost him, but that's probably the best thing. No, that's not what we need to know right now, Nasir. Somebody impress me. How am I find my full arc here? Nope. Yeah, I was gonna say, how do I find the angles?
The angle is 162 degrees.
No.
Yeah, the height.
Shh. Y'all two be quiet.
Shit, oh, we found the height. Shit, it's a circle. Yeah, it's you gotta find the.
It's okay, fellas. It's okay. Y'all just write down what we write down. Okay. So keep going. Okay, so keep going.
We gotta find the angle of the end.
It's 210.
You did too much. Do it again. Why are you getting all those numbers in there? Sweetheart, you got 3 numbers you got to put in the calculator.
Oh.
Oh my Lord. What are you doing now?
You said I have 3 numbers to put, so.
But find the angle, Faith.
I did. I don't. Oh.
Why are you doing all that though? You only need the green part. Look at the green part that you marked.
Oh.
My God.
Okay, explain.
Thank you.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Please don't stop.
You want to explain this? Shh. All right, hey, shut up, Juan. Faith gonna help y'all out because I know y'all don't know how to find my stuff. Shh. Faith,
Yes.
How did you go about finding the whole orange part here?
So basically, N
You gotta talk loud now.
and Q makes a line, so you subtract that with 180.
Good. Let me mark that for them so they can see. She said N and Q. This makes a line right here. So she did 180 minus 162 to find this angle right here, MN. And what you got? What you got for that angle? 18 degrees. Shh. After that, she understood that MN was congruent to what? QP. So you're going to put 18 over here as well. Well, now I got all the components I need. I just need to figure out what it all totals up to. Yes, ma'am. 198. If you add it correctly, should have did 18 plus 162 plus 18, you should get 198. So that full arc there, and I guess I'll just write it out here bigger, is 198 degrees. That's what you need to use. Alright. So now you're ready to do your formula. L equals X over 360 times pi times diameter. L equals 198. Can you wait? 360 times 3.14 times the diameter, which is 16. This should be your setup for this problem. Boy, laughing hard or whatever. What we got? 63 or 62? Yeah, I got you. 27.63, they say. Make sure you see that in your calculator as well. Moving on. Let's try it. Number 11 next. It says VS equals 12. Find the length of UT. 1. VS is my radius and my diameter. Here it is, my diameter. So on this one, I don't need to multiply by 2. They gave me my diameter. So I'm good. They want us to find the length of UT. UT, you need to mark that arc for yourself so you can know what you're looking for. Right here. There's multiple ways to get the value of UT. There's no one right way. I want to see what somebody impress me. Find UT for me. Alright, Jamal, what's up? Yeah? Why are you doing that? You gotta explain that. Use letters too. What's vertical? Call them out. UR and V. I think you said them wrong.
Yeah.
Not even that. From what he's using.
He's not doing what you're
Yeah.
thinking about.
He's doing
Not doing what you're thinking
He's doing this, which is VR, and he's looking at this, which is US. That's what you were looking at, wasn't it? You called it out wrong. I agree, those are vertical angles. So from that, he's saying you could do 127 minus 90 and find that little piece there. Those who know this should be able to follow that, yeah? Alright, and so what you got? 37 degrees, that's what this is right here, yes. Now there's another way to do this one. It's a little bit longer. You could go straight line, yeah. You can do a straight line in the middle, BS, and then you say 180 minus 127, you get what, 53? And you say 53 here and 53 here, And then you'll know that this is 90 and 90, so 90 minus 53 will give you 37. That's another way to go about it. That's not wrong either, but I just feel like on this one, this is the shorter path to take, seeing it this way. But either way will get you what you need. I just need y'all to figure out one of them, choose whichever one's best for you. But this is about knowing angles, and y'all should already know that. Y'all been with me for a while now. We've been doing this for a while. I can't go back and teach y'all this old stuff no more. Alright, so L equals x over 360 times pi times diameter. I keep writing it out. I expect you to write it out every time too. L equals 37 over 360 times 3.14 times my diameter, which is 12. I expect you to write it out every time too, Vincent. Yeah. And your number going to be small on this one because you're using 37 degrees. And then you multiply them by 12, which ain't a big number. 3.87, this is meters. Alright, last one that I gotta do. Number 12. If JH equals 21, find the length of arc KJG. KJG. Use the letters, help that make you draw your arc. Oh, look at Faith. K through J, all the way around to G. That's pretty much most of the circle. You're only leaving out that small chunk. Well, you gotta find out what that small chunk is to leave it out. It's a couple, like there's two different ways to go on this one too. Faith took the other route. I don't know which route y'all want to say. Oh, you took the same route Faith did, which is fine. Huh? How you get that? Shh. Yeah. Now, Nasir went the way I would have went. Shh. I would have went this way. I would have saw it like what's my boy named Jamal did on the last one, vertical angle here and here. And I would have just did 85 minus 59. That would have equaled 26 degrees for me. I got 26 right here. And to get the full arc that I needed, I would have subtracted 26 from 360. So I would have said 360 minus 26. That's going to give you 334. Faith and Amani took the other route though. There's another path. Once again, there's not no one right way to do this. Faith and Amani saw this as a straight line right here. So they said 180 minus 85 and got 95 here. And then they said vertical and got 95 here. And then they added all this up and left that part out. They added 95, 85, 95, and 59. That's another way to go about it too. Either way, you're going to get 334 if you do it correctly. I can't tell you which way to do because I don't want to limit you. Either way you see it, I don't care as long as you get my right number. And then 21, was that diameter or radius? That's the diameter. So 21 was my diameter. So it's L equals x over 360 times pi times diameter. And then L equals 334 over 360 times 3.14 times 21.
Was 61.18.
This was inches. Once y'all finish that problem, y'all know what y'all need to do for me. You already got the sheet. We turning that in today too. Ones that we didn't do were 3 and 4. 5 and 6, you got to do the circumference part on that. On number 5 and 6, they actually do area and circumference. You should have already did the area yesterday on 5 and 6. Now you got to do circumference. And then you could do 7 through 10 now because you know both area and circumference. And then on the back you can do the last 4. You should be able to handle the rest of this sheet. You ain't walking out with this if you were here yesterday. Only person I will let slide is Juan. So make it happen. Don't waste your time. Huh? Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Earl.
You know.